What's up YouTube? Welcome back to another video on my channel Skotrix, and today as you can see we are back on NBA 2K21 Next Gen for another build guide video. And in today's video I'm going to be showing y'all how to build the Domantas Sabonis build in NBA 2K21 Next Gen. This is a super good build. It's 6'11", it has really good all around attributes and badges. So it's a super good build, and it's also really fun to play on, so that's good. And I'm going to show y'all how to build it right here. But before we get into that, I just want to mention really quickly, if y'all haven't subscribed to my channel yet, make sure you click that sub button. Only about 2% of people who watch my videos are actually subbed to my channel, so if you click that subscribe button right now, you can join the 2% gang. I really appreciate it, helps it a lot. But with all that being said, without any further ado, let's get right into the video here. Alright, so in this first screen, nothing really matters too much. The only thing that's important is you want your position to be a power forward. The hand, jersey number, name, none of that matters. You can set that up however you want, then just go ahead and click continue. Now for the body settings, first off for the height right here, like I said, you do want to bring this all the way up to 6'11" right here. This is Sabonis' height in real life, and it's also the best height to make this build because you're going to be taller than most other power forwards, which are only at 6'8" or 6'9". So that height advantage is going to be huge, and it really doesn't take away much from your athleticism, as you're going to see in a second here. So 6'11" is the perfect height to make this build. Then just go down to the weight right here. For the weight, you do want to bring this down quite a bit so that you can get your speed up to a respectable level. You want to bring this all the way down to 212 pounds, and that will bring your speed up to a 78, which is very good. It will also bring up some other things like your driving dunk, your driving layup, those both go up as well as your perimeter defense. So that's all good, but the most important thing right there that goes up is your speed. It goes all the way up to a 78, and remember, once you get into the Gatorade facility and you get +4 on that, it will be all the way up to an 82, and once you get above 95 overall, it'll also go even higher than that. So you are going to be pretty fast for a 6'11" build, almost a 7-foot build. You are going to be pretty fast. So the speed right there, or the weight right there, you want to have at 212 pounds. Then you can go down to the wingspan. The wingspan, you just want to move it down 1. The reason you do this is it brings up your shooting a bit, which is important. You do want to have your shooting up a little bit, and it doesn't change too much else. Some of your defense does take a little bit of a hit, but nothing crazy. You're still going to be a really good defender with this build. So 6'1" or 7'1" right there for the wingspan, that's the perfect spot to be. Then for the body shape right here, this doesn't matter. You can choose whichever one you want. It won't affect the build in any way. It won't change the attributes. It won't change the badges. All it does is change how the build looks. So you can choose whichever one you like the look of the best. I'll say closest to Sabonis, maybe solid, because it's not too big, but he's not really a skinny guy either. So solid is probably the closest, or defined, but I'm going to take solid right here. Then just go ahead and say continue. Now for the attribute and badge distribution here, first off for the finishing right here, you do want to go ahead and move your close shot all the way up to an 82 right here. Then you can go down to your driving layup. This you do want to move up to a 70. Then you can go down to your driving dunk, max that out. Standing dunk, you want to move this up to a 75. And then your post control, you want to max this out as well, and that will give you 15 finishing badges. And your finishing attributes, as you can see, are super good, super well distributed. You can basically do everything consistently super well. You can dunk at the rim, you can dunk when you're driving, you can take layups, you can score inside with your post control and your close shot. So you're going to be good. You're going to be a super good finisher like this, and as you can see, you can get basically every good finishing badge onto either gold or Hall of Fame. And some of those badges that are only on gold right now will be able to get up to Hall of Fame once you get above 95 overall, so keep that in mind as well. Really good finishing right there. Then you can go down to your shooting right here. For shooting, you want to max out your mid-range, you want to max out your three-pointer, and then you want to move your free throw up right here to a 56. And this will give you 14 shooting badges right there, which again will be enough. And again, as you can see, every single good shooting badge onto either gold or Hall of Fame. And just like with the finishing, some of those will get up to Hall of Fame that only shows gold here once you get above 95 overall, so keep that in mind. Really good shooting right here though, more than enough with your attributes and your badges. You'll be able to shoot consistently once you get a few badges, and once you have your maxed out badges, you're going to be shooting lights out with this build. So really good right there, just leave that like that. Then you can go down to your playmaking right here. For the playmaking, first off, you want to bring your pass accuracy up to a 67. This allows you to get basically every good passing badge, including bullet passer and dimer, which is really good. And then you want to max out your ball handle and your speed with ball just like that, and that will give you 6 playmaking badges, which is the perfect amount, as you will see at the end of the video. But 67 pass accuracy is more than enough to be able to make passes consistently. Your ball handle, speed with ball, those are both good as well, so this is really good for the playmaking here. Then you can go down to the defense. First off, for the defense, you're going to want to go ahead and move your interior defense up to a 35. Then you want to max out your perimeter, steal, block, and both rebounds just like this, and that will give you 20 defense badges, which again, more than enough. And as you can see, you can get every single good defense badge onto either gold or Hall of Fame, just like with every other category. So this is a super good all around build. And once you have your defense looking like this, also you can go down to your physicals. For the physicals, you just want to max out your speed, acceleration, stamina, and then put your remaining attributes right here into your vertical, just like that. And that'll be how you max out the build right there. So 15 finishing, 14 shooting, 6 playmaking, and 20 defense right here to go along with these great physicals. So yeah, super good inside out defender just like Sabonis. And once you have all your stuff looking like this, you can go ahead and click continue. Now for the takeover, you have the option between the shot creator takeover, which is interesting, and also the sharpshooter takeover, the glass cleaner takeover, and the post scorer takeover as well. So really good takeover selection right here. It might be interesting to take some shot creator takeovers, but I'm not going to do that for this build. Since it's the Sabonis build, I'm going to take post shot daggers as my primary, and as my secondary, I'll probably just take limitless range so you can shoot those super deep threes just like that. But again, you can choose whichever takeovers you want. It's just personal preference. It's dependent on your play style. So whichever ones fit your play style and your personal preference the best, you can go ahead and take those. And remember, once you get to 95 overall, you can change your takeover, so you're not locked into it for life. Just take whichever ones you think you'll like the most, and if you don't like them, you can change them later down the line. So for me, I'm going to go ahead and say yes to this, and as you can see right here, boom, 3-level scorer, shades of Chris Webber, Anthony Davis, and Julius Randle. But like I said, this build really does play like Domantas Sabonis, especially when you consider you're going to have at least a 2 to 3 inch height advantage over most other big men, and you're as athletic as you are with this build. You're going to be super good. So now, like I said, I'm going to take a quick second to show you how to put on the badges for this build. I recommend you stick around for this. It'll only take a second, and it'll show you which badges to put on for this build, and it will also show you which badges it showed as gold on the previous screen will actually be able to get up to Hall of Fame once you get above 95 overall. So first off, for the finishing badges right here, I'm going to go ahead and get Slithery Finisher onto gold, Posterizer onto gold as well. Then if you took a slashing takeover, you're going to want to get Heat Seeker. I took the post shot daggers, which kind of is a slashing takeover, so I'm going to upgrade Heat Seeker just to silver. If you took something more of a slasher takeover, you might want to get this all the way up to Hall of Fame, but for me, silver is enough right there. Then I'm going to go ahead and get Putback Boss onto bronze, Fearless Finisher onto bronze, and Rise Up onto gold right there, just like that. And you do have 2 more badges. You can really put these wherever you want. There is a few decent ones like Lob City Finisher, Drop Stepper, Dream Shake, Acrobat, Post Spin Technician, or maybe even Pro Touch or Highlight Films, or Hook Specialist. There's really so many good ones, but for me, I'm just going to go ahead and put Lob City Finisher onto bronze just like that, and then Dream Shake onto bronze as well. And this is how I'm going to set up the finishing badges for this build. Go ahead and say yes. You'll be a super good finisher with those badges. Then for the shooting right here, first off, I'm going to get Deep Threes onto gold. Then I'm also going to get Hot Zone Hunter onto gold. Then I took a shooting takeover, so I'm going to get Hot Shot all the way up to gold as well. Blinders onto bronze. And then with these last 4 badges right here, I'm going to go ahead and get Fade Ace onto Hall of Fame, since I did take the post score takeover, and shooting post fades in this game is really good. So having this badge on a build like this, you're going to be a super good post fade shooter, and that's really good. So set up the shooting just like this and you will be good. Go ahead and say yes. Now for the playmaking right here, I'm going to go ahead and get Bullet Passer onto bronze. Then I'm also going to get Break Starter onto bronze, Needle Threader onto bronze, Unpluckable onto silver, and Downhill also onto bronze right there, just like that. This is going to be the best way to set up the playmaking badges for me. Really does everything that you need. Nothing too flashy, nothing too crazy, but it really does everything that you need for the playmaking badges right here. And if you feel like you need Bullet Passer higher, you may be able to take down Break Starter and Downhill, put Bullet Passer up to gold, but for me, bronze is good enough, so I'm going to put Break Starter and Downhill on as well. Set up the playmaking just like this. Go ahead and say yes. Now for the defense right here, first off, you're going to want to go ahead and get Intimidator all the way up to Hall of Fame, Rebound Chaser all the way up to Hall of Fame, Rim Protector all the way up to gold, Chase Down Artist onto bronze, Interceptor onto gold. If you took a defensive takeover, you're going to want to get Hot Stopper. I didn't, so I'm just going to ignore that. Instead, I'm going to go ahead and get Heart Crusher onto silver. And then with my last few badges right here, I'm going to go ahead and get Box, Worm, and Pogo Stick, just like that. And this is how I'm going to set up the defense badges for this build. Super good defending build, just like this. You're going to have no problem guarding everybody, from basically guards you can guard with this build all the way to post scoring big men. You'll have no problem, just like this, with these defense badges. Go ahead and say yes. And there you guys go. That is how you build the best Domantas Sabonis build in NBA 2K21 Next Gen. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you like, subscribe to my channel if you're new. Like I said, only 2% of people who watch my videos are actually subbed to my channel, so if you click that sub button right now, you can join the 2% gang. Really appreciate it. Helps out a lot. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Alright, peace.